Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. Mike Pence asked if Donald Trump is the nominee in 24, would he vote for him?
Might be somebody else I'd prefer more. I have every confidence that the Republican Party is going to sort out leadership. All my focus has been on the midterm elections, and it'll stay that way for the next 20 days. But after that, we'll be thinking about the future, ours and the nation's, and I'll keep you posted.
Mike Pence is from Indiana. I'm from Indiana. I have no real problem with Mike Pence. I also, at the same time, think that he was pulled from absolute obscurity by Donald Trump. And the only reason anybody knows his name is because of Donald Trump. So it is rather interesting to hear him not supporting Donald Trump, all because everybody got mad at Trump on January 6th. And it's also interesting that Pence thinks that he has, I think, a delusion of grandeur to think that he's just going to run for president successfully in this country. I think he thinks he's going to get out there and light the world on fire. I think he's going to get out there and pull about 1.7% support in the primaries. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Up next, an update on our James Corden is awful story. After being banned from a New York restaurant, apparently Corden doesn't feel bad about his horrible and abusive behavior towards waiters. The late-night anti-Trump host telling the New York Times, "I haven't done anything wrong on any level. I was there. I get it. I feel so zen about the whole thing because I think it's so silly. It's beneath all of us." Just a reminder, the owner of this New York restaurant put an Instagram post out saying that Corden is a hugely gifted comedian, but a tiny cretin of a man. And the most abusive customer to my Balthazar servers since the restaurant opened 25 years ago. I don't often, if 86 a customer today, I post out saying that Corden is a hugely gifted comedian, but a tiny cretin of a man. And the most abusive customer to my Balthazar servers since the restaurant opened 25 years ago. I don't often, if 86 a customer today, I 86'd James Corden. He's a horrible person in real life. He's the chubby, funny British guy on TV. He is a tiny cretin of a man, according to the owner of that restaurant in real life. Just shows who these people really are. And man, did he hate Trump, which makes it even more fun. Finally, 4 former employees at a Mississippi daycare facing 3 counts of felony child abuse charges, after this video surfaced of one worker wearing a Scream Halloween mask and literally terrorizing little kids. Watch this.
Are you being bad? You want me to take you outside?
So the video goes on. It actually can be a lot better in certain parts of it. And if you watch it, the faces aren't blurred either. You've got these women, there you go, doing this to these kids. And we blur the faces because, you don't want to show kids on TV. But these kids are mortified. And they're yelling in their faces. And the woman recording it is just laughing hysterically. And there's 4 of them apparently doing this. So I actually have an idea, since they've all been charged now with child abuse, deservedly so. I think we should set these 4 up with a near-death experience, really, really sell it so they don't know that it's fake, maybe like an armed kidnapping or something like that. Bring it to the point of just right before they think it's all over, record them screaming and crying, and then put it on television and we can all just laugh our butts off. I think that would be hilarious. What do you think? Let me know on Twitter. Finally tonight, some perspective. Earlier today in Philadelphia, a 13-year-old girl was raped on her way to school. 13. Allegedly by this man in the picture here. The victim had just gotten off her 7 a.m. SEPTA train, was taken to a nearby garage where the attack happened. It's the 2nd day in a row this crime has happened. It just happened yesterday. And more disturbing, not the same suspect. This suspect is alleged to have sexually attacked a 15-year-old girl in the SEPTA concourse yesterday. 2 days in a row, 2 different guys, neither has been caught. That is life with police vilified and Democrats in control. Far-left, Soros-funded, woke Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner is awful at his job and awful on crime in general. He hasn't said anything about these horrible crimes. Why? Because he ignores this. That's how he can sleep at night. He ignores crime. The skyrocketing violent crime is happening in the city. He ignores that too. In fact, he says reporting crimes like this, people talking about the fact that these horrible things are happening, isn't part of fixing society. It's just part of the Republican agenda. Take a listen.
Part of the Republican playbook, as you well know, is to point a finger at large, diverse cities and say large, diverse cities are lawless. What we see here is the same old playbook, which is about coded and racist messaging. It's about blaming the biggest city in Pennsylvania with the most diverse population for having the same national struggle that we have with gun violence everywhere, and even having increases that are less than the committee's counties.
You are a joke, Larry Krasner. Your state hates you. You're going to be out of a job soon. Have a good weekend.